Year 9, 10 and 11, welcome to a sample response on Friar Lawrence in preparation for your English Literature GCSE exam. This would have secured a band 6, so it's a top grade really, so let's have a look at what the student has done. In Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare manipulates the character of Friar Lawrence as a catalyst in the inevitable death of the star-crossed lovers. The Franciscan priest works alongside the nurse to unite the couple, with his personal intention to put the Capulets and Montagues' feud at rest. Shakespeare introduces the audience to Friar Lawrence through a soliloquy where he is discussing how virtue itself turns vice. This juxtaposition foreshadows the friar's involvement with Romeo and Juliet and how his righteous intent will end in death. Virtue literally means to perform behaviour of high moral standards. Metaphorically, this extends to demonstrate the actions the friar will take to unite the lovers. This symbolically outlines the trust Romeo and Juliet put into the friar because of his honourable reputation, allowing for his behaviour to speed up their doomed fate. Furthermore, Friar Lawrence's first catalytic behaviour begins in Act 2, Scene 3, when he agrees to marry Romeo and Juliet with the aim to turn your household's rancour to pure love. Within this metaphor, Shakespeare depicts the friar's naivety regarding the feud. Due to dramatic irony, the audience are aware from the prologue that only the death of Romeo and Juliet will allow the feud to find peace. Consequently, the friar's naivety is a future attempt at resolving the conflict, therefore displaying how his role is in fact to guide the couple into death as fate has decided. Moreover, the friar's character is intertwined with fate in the metaphor. These violent delights have violent ends. Firstly, this is an example of the friar using iambic pentameter, emphasising the power of the words being spoken, suggesting his character is highly influential. In addition, this metaphorically demonstrates a parallel between the destructive passion of the lovers and the feud, causing Mercutio, Tybalt, Romeo and Juliet to die. Shakespeare has the friar forewarn Romeo because it symbolises the significance of fate within the play. The purpose of the friar's character is then to act with fate, making his role in the play to be a catalyst. Shakespeare has the friar act as a catalyst again in Act 4, Scene 1, when he says to Juliet, "I'll give thee remedy." Automatically, the audience are made aware of the friar's drastic plan involving the vial. As of dramatic irony, the audience know the friar is tempting fate, so just facing the inevitable. His behaviours are all made with good intention, but his plan is doomed for failure. By displaying the friar as concerned, Shakespeare reflects his paternal instincts to care for the desperate couple. Hence, his role is guiding the couple through their destined fate. Another way in which the friar is connected with fate is when he does not get the letter to Romeo explaining the plan. Friar Lawrence told Juliet, "Shall Romeo by my letters know our drift?" But a plague in Mantua, as Mercutio subtly hinted in Act 3, Scene 1, stops Romeo receiving the new information. This final mistake is the ultimate step in the fatality of the couple. Now the audience question the amount of responsibility the friar must take in the demise of Romeo and Juliet. Accordingly, the friar's role within the play is to partake in fate and take partial blame in its consequences. Additionally, the friar's role is to understand his part in the deaths, because at the end of the play he states, "miscarried by my fault." Within this, Shakespeare communicates the significance of the friar's character within the play, as these are some of his final words. The audience consider the extent of the blame that can be cast upon the friar. Furthering this, Shakespeare is implying that the friar was the trigger in fate's destiny. So you can see why this student has, recruited and achieved those top marks. Clear analysis, knows the play, knows the friar's role. Again, if we're being really picky, perhaps could have picked out when he warns Romeo about his own tragic flaw, when he talks about those stumble who run fast, but nevertheless an outstanding response. I hope this helps. Please check out my YouTube channel for any more videos regarding Romeo and Juliet, because there's a whole playlist, and massive good luck in your English literature exam.